Welcome to Module 6, Part 1. Physical Security Controls. I'm A.K. Ashokan. Understanding physical security. The purpose of physical security is to protect against physical threats. The physical threats are fire and smoke, earth movement, storms, sabotage and vandalism, explosion or destruction, building collapse, toxic materials, utility loss, and theft and personal losses, etc. The need of physical security. Your first line of defense is physical controls. Without control over the physical environment, no collection of administrative, technical, or logical access controls can provide adequate security. In a moment, we are going to understand what is administrative, technical, and logical access control methods and the other perspective of those controls. If a malicious person can gain physical access to your facility or equipment, they can do just about anything they want, from destruction to disclosure or alteration. Even if you have logical controls, firewall, IDS, every logical security controls in place, when the physical control is not there, then it is equivalent to there is no security provided. Factors affecting physical security. Forced intrusion, emergency access, resistance to entry, direction of entry and exits, use of alarm, the correctness or otherwise are the factors affecting physical security. Every element within a facility should be evaluated. Whatever is available in the environment should be evaluated in terms of how it could be used for and against the protection of IT infrastructure and personnel. Physical security control types. There are mainly 4 different control types: detective, corrective, recovery, and deterrent controls. Detective controls, corrective controls, recovery controls, and deterrent controls. Let's discuss one by one. Detective control. Detective controls are controls that alert during or after the successful attack. Intrusion detection system, alerting after a successful attack. This is an example for detective control. Closed circuit television camera, CCTV, that alert guards of an intruder, and a building alarm system that is triggered by an intruder are all examples of detective control. Corrective control. Corrective control is to correct the damaged system or a process. The corrective control typically works hand in hand with detective access controls. For example, see an antivirus software that has both the component. First, the antivirus software runs a scan and detects the presence of a virus. If it detected a virus, the corrective controls take over, places the suspicious software in quarantine, or deletes it from the system. That's how the corrective control system works. Recovery control system. This is used to recover or restore the functionality of the system in an organization. After a security incident has occurred, recovery controls restores functionality of the system in the organization. Recovery means that the system must be recovered, reinstalled from operating system media or image, data stored from backups, etc. That is what recovery. Example, if a system is affected with a Trojan horse, the corrective control may be the antivirus software quarantining it. But still the system got affected. Means if the quarantine does not correct the problem, then a recovery control is to reload the software and rebuild the compromised system. So this is recovery. Deterrent control deters the user from performing an action on the system. Deterrent controls deter users from performing actions on a system. Example, A beware of dog sign, a thief facing two buildings, one with a guard dog and another one without, is more likely to attack the building without guard dogs. Similarly, a heavy fine for speeding is a deterrent for drivers not to speed. A sanction policy that makes users understand that they will be fired if they caught surfing illicit or illegal websites is a deterrent control. Now let's understand the control type categories. The administrative category, technical category, and physical category. Administrative category means the controls that are implemented by creating and following organizational policy, procedure, regulations. We are going to discuss what is a policy, guidelines, standards, benchmarks, and regulations, procedures in Module 8. User training, this is another aspect. User training and awareness also fall into this category, administrative category. When it comes to technical, we know technical means firewall, router, encryption, decryption, IDS. Any device which is in the technical aspect of the security is technical controls. So technical controls are implemented using software, hardware, firmware that restrict logical access on an information technology system. These are the examples: firewall, routers, and encryption, etc. Physical controls are implemented with physical devices. What are the physical devices? Locks, fences, gates, security guards. These are physical control of information security. Now let us understand the context. Preventive control, you have physical context, technical context, administrative context. The physical context of the preventive control is lock and man trap. The technical context of the preventive control is firewall, and administrative is pre-employment drug screening. Before you employ a person, you can do the drug screening. That comes under the administrative aspect of the preventive control. Detective control also has these three aspects. The physical aspect of the detective control is CCTV and light. The technical aspect of the detective control is the IDS, and the administrative aspect of the detective control is post-employment random drug tests. Deterrent control also has the physical aspect, that is beware of dog sign, light. Technically, it is a warning banner presented before a login prompt. When you present a screen for the login of the users, you can give a warning banner. If the credentials are not there, you are not supposed to go beyond this point. That is a technical aspect of the deterrent control. Sanction policy is an administrative aspect of the deterrent control. Sanction policy means, for example, if you do something which is not permitted by the organization, then you will have punishment. If you know that the punishment will be severe, you will not do that. That is what is the deterrent control. So this is an administrative aspect of the deterrent control. Please follow the continuation part. Thank you.